Leo, I hope you guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and get into your reading for February 2021. Show me energy for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you guys. Show me the energy of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Celtic cross energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the sign of Leo for February 2021. February 2021. Show me for Leo 2021, February 2021. Two more. Okay. Okay, Leo. So, first card you have out is the Four of Cups. This energy is an interesting energy just because the Four of Cups can talk about not seeing opportunities for what they are. It can also talk about rejecting opportunities because we either have our focus on something else or we just don't want to be bothered by a situation. Go ahead. Okay, so hang on one second. Okay, I'm sorry if I stop or whatever. I've got a rib out. I've had a rib out of place for the past like 2.5 months. I've got some neck impingement stuff, nerve impingement, so I'm just a hot mess right now, but just bear with me because I'm trying to do these readings for you guys and I miss being on this channel like a lot, and so I'm sorry I've been away for a while, but that's what's been going on. So let's go ahead and pull out the obstacle then. We have the obstacle is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can communicate, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, both cards here presented, but with the Page of Cups, this can talk about the opportunity to, the opportunity to express yourself, or it's communicating heartfelt feelings, extending the olive branch. It can also talk about new friends, but in this capacity, I don't feel like that's what's going on here. With the Four of Cups, it's almost as if like we have our energy removed from somebody else at this time. Leo, it may be also a situation where you need to communicate with a person. I can't tell you to do that, but I'm going to try to. It's not always that somebody needs to communicate with you. Maybe you need to communicate with a person, but we're having a difficult time seeing that through. At the root of this reading, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is basically very discerning energy, you know, so there may be a reason why we're not communicating to a person, but it feels like whatever energy is coming through, it needs to be very clear, concise, honest, you know, that type of energy, very discerning energy. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Recent past, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about opportunities that come to us, things that are how they would say divine timing. There is that aspect at play. With the Wheel of Fortune, it can bring in a boon of luck, success. It can also take things away. So depending upon where your energy is at, like what you've been experiencing in this current time, it may alter it in a bit of a way. So it could go in your favor or it could pull things away from you. It really depends on how the energy is presented in your life and what's been going on in your life. But it definitely talks about being connected to people who are part of our experience, and they're meant to be part of our experience. We don't meet people just because, you know, there's a grand plan. You know, oftentimes the relationships that we have in our lives are for growth, for learning. They are for soul healing, mentoring. There's so many different aspects of relationships and why they come into our lives. So present energy, you have the Six of Pentacles here. So fairness, equality, give and take, reciprocal energy. You know, that's definitely something that we want to be able to have a clear amount of. We want to be able to have an open connection with others that we're dealing with in our lives. So if that has been off the table here, it may be time to reestablish that. I just want to say that, okay? Future energy, you have the Four of Wands. So this is very positive energy, very happy energy. It's one that deals with stability. It's one that deals with the foundations in your life, whether that be your literal home or the foundations of your relationships, your friendships, your connections, marriages, whatever it may be. You know, there's a lot of stability that goes into that, and really establishing that stability is important for us. Where you're at in yourself, you have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords can talk a lot about heartbreak. It can talk about needing to take some time to heal for yourself, arguments that lead to frustration, that lead to separations. It can talk about losing trust or faith in people. And you guys are a fixed sign. You know, it's when you make up your mind about somebody, that's kind of it, you know. So here, I think with the Queen of Swords, be open to a different interpretation of something. Be open to a person communicating an apology, or perhaps you speaking your truth then about a situation that you were not happy in. It feels like, I want to say, okay, so don't allow grudges to stand in the way of your progress. When you hold on to a grudge, you basically hold yourself down, because you have to stay in that energy. That other person that you're holding your grudge towards could be off living their best life and not even aware that you're upset with them anymore. You know, it really is almost counterintuitive to do that kind of stuff. So just be mindful of how you're holding your energy against other people. That's what I want to say, okay? Yeah, because it feels like it needs to shift a little bit. We need to have a free-flowing energy here. Show me what is coming towards Leo. You have the Seven of Pentacles here, so checks and balances, assessing your situation. What are you providing or putting your energy, your finances, your time, your love, your respect, whatever it is? What are you focusing that on? You know, and is it returning back to you? Is it giving you a reciprocal aspect? Is it giving you what you put into it? If it's not, it's time to assess and figure out where it can. If it's not going to do that and provide you more, or at least equality, then we may need to scrap it, okay? And these, I'm just pulling these out right now. We're going to go ahead and clarify stuff too, okay? So hopes and fears, you have Judgment here. Some of you, if you need to communicate something here and you've just kind of stopped yourself from doing it, be careful again about how you judge others. You know, what is that stupid saying? I point my finger at you, but three fingers are pointed back at my sorry ass. What is that? You know, that kind of situation. Be careful about that kind of stuff, just because it really points in on you and your shortcomings versus what you're going to stick to somebody. Okay, it's almost ill-advised to be grudgy and be a yucky person here. We will clarify. And final outcome, you have the Ace of Swords, so good. If this is about communication, then communication comes through, or at least you create that communication. This also may be something where you're receiving it as well, but I feel like you have a new perspective, a new way to look at things here, Leo. If this person or connection is somebody that's really close to you, that you're having a difficult time expressing yourself towards, I think it's important to get out of your own way, because you're delaying a process here. It feels like with the Wheel of Fortune, this situation has been put in your life for a specific reason, and it is not time to dig your heels in and try to make a point of who's right or whatever. You need to move the process along now, okay? You need to move the process along. It's not about little games. It's not about being right or being an authority in something. It's move it along. All right, show me for Leo. We're also dealing with retrograde energies, so this may be somebody needing to connect with you, or you connect with somebody about whatever it is. It does not just have to be romantic, okay? This can be recovering friendships, you know. This can also be letting go of people who just don't serve you. You have the Queen of Swords with their sword drawn here, like, you know, situations, people that do not serve you, you know. If it's to the point where you just can't deal with it anymore, you know, there's no point in any type of reconciliation energy. It feels like you have the wisdom and the understanding to cut this off, you know. So if it gets in your way, let it go. If it's something that you're holding on to and you're being obstinate because you're being pig-headed and you want to prove a point, then it's to your own detriment. So just get out of that energy and be conscious of that, okay, because it's affecting you. Show me the Four of Cups here for Leo, please. Leo, February 21st. Okay, so you have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here, okay? Bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. So a person or situation that you very much cared for at a certain time here, it's like we've negated a situation. Now we're letting it go. We're trying to find better footing for ourselves. There's something about this that creates an energy of lack. It's also something that does not provide you with enough. And again, this whole energy of this reading is about letting go of things that do not provide you enough, letting go of things that are just kind of in your way. I don't usually see people as in the way, but if somebody is proving that they are not working with you, then it may be time to let them go, okay? Because if you stick with it, it just provides more of this not deserving what you deserve. Show me the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, you have the Moon coming out, Sun at the bottom of the deck. So anything that's been confusing, especially in regard to holding on to grudges, holding on to, or withholding information, anything of that nature, it feels like you've gone through enough cycles within this situation to be able to break it apart, to be able to compartmentalize it into why we do certain things. And you have more of an epiphany when it comes to this. So for those of you who need to speak your truth to somebody, for those of you who need to create some sort of finality in a situation, this is a good opportunity to do so because it comes from the heart. It also comes from a place of no longer wanting to be in that emotional mire, that muck, okay? Here we have the Sun, which is literally the most powerful and positive card in the deck. This is about new beginnings, aha moments, having a resounding moment of clarity and understanding in the direction that you go in. It's very, very positive energy. Again, Leo energy, Piscean energy here. Show me the Queen of Swords for Leo. So you have the Five of Wands coming out for the Queen of Swords here. And again, I will say, well, again, not even again at all. For the first time, I will say that the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. But when I said again, it's more so in reference to other people, especially like connections, love relationships. Oftentimes the Lovers are going to be a more romantic endeavor, oftentimes, but not all the time. So it could just be a very, very connected energy or relationship that you may have had that may have gone south. The Five of Wands is about conflict. It's about too many people, too many ideas, too many perspectives getting in the way. It can talk about being at odds with a person, being at odds with yourself when it comes to clarity and how you view a situation to move it forward or to let it die. I feel like there's an element of stagnation here, Leo, that needs to be moved along, because now it's affecting you. So show me the Wheel of Fortune here for Leo. So for the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. So especially in regard to anything dealing with finances, with your home life, this is a situation that whatever burdensome aspect of it is, you're letting it go. For some of you, this is holding on to a situation, though, I feel. And again, it goes kind of back to that grudgy energy. No point in that. But with the Queen of Pentacles, she's really about manifesting your own money, your own energy as far as your home is concerned. She's about, she's a creatrix in that way that the Empress is. She's got like a very creative aspect to her. She can make things out of nothing, and she makes it seem effortless. Some of you can do that in regard to your creativity and the way that you present yourselves. Some of you, that is part of your legacy. It's really interesting that energy is coming through right there, but I will say that. It's like you do it for the benefit of others, and it may be a burden to you, but you do it because you love others, you love to take care of others, you love to make sure that they're safe and warm and cared for. It's an interesting selfless energy that I'm picking up here, Leo. It's almost as if like the burden of doing something is its own reward. Now take that energy and move it towards this Wheel of Fortune, just because it talks about bringing you into alignment with people where that is of a reciprocal energy. Show me the Six of Pentacles here for Leo. Could be dealing with an earth sign too, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Here you have the Nine of Wands with the Six of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So with this energy here, Leo, it's almost as if like whatever reciprocity you're it's like you're open to it, but you're defensive about it as well. And for some of you, it's almost as if like, well, I'll just do the work myself because, you know, it won't get fucked up if that happens. You know, if I do it myself, what is that? If you want it done right, do it yourself. It's that kind of energy. I don't know if that's a thought that's coming along in your mind or what's going on with that, but there's an aspect here of if you want something done right, do it yourself. And that really kind of goes against the energy of the Six of Pentacles, just because I'm feeling it come from a place of guarding. I'm feeling it come from a place of difficulty accepting change. And if you are wanting change and to move forward into a better experience, you need to also basically make the allowances for that to happen and to come forward here, okay? Show me the Four of Wands for Leo. So you have the Seven of Wands as well. So again, it's this kind of like needing to find a different perspective versus the one that you have, whatever it may be. It can deal with situations regarding those that are in your home, your friendships, but it's about foundations. Here we're almost like having to protect ourselves, and this may be a situation if you're dealing with somebody in your life currently that's you're on the outs with, it may be closer to home than you think, and so it's almost as if like you have this antagonistic energy happening. That's not a healthy energy to be having happen in your home life, Leo, okay? You may need to get a different perspective about everything, have a different type of understanding, just because whatever's going on here is keeping you stagnant. Show me the Three of Swords. And I feel like a lot of stubbornness too, a lot of stubbornness in regard to either not wanting to let things go or wanting to hold on to some sort of like accusatory grudge. And, you know, again, that will only get you so far, and it doesn't feel like it's progressive for you, okay? So you have two cards, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles here for the Three of Swords in regard to where you're at. This is a new opportunity, a new beginning, the opportunity to share with another person, to either progress through or create something long-standing, but is the beginning of things. Here we have the Queen of Cups, who is a nurturing energy. She's somebody that is highly compassionate, highly intuitive, and she's a caregiver. She loves, she tries to be open and warm and accepting. And I feel like that's what we need to do with whatever, you know, trust that has been lost here. If possible, if you engage in this or intend to engage in this connection, whatever this situation with another person may be, if you bring something to the table, make sure it's done with honesty, with compassion, with trust, and with love, with genuine energy, okay? It needs to be clearly stated, just because I feel like there's a lot of fractious energy here. You're not the first reading. I think you're the second reading where fractious energy has come through, and I can't remember who the first one was. It might have been Aries. Show me the Seven of Pentacles here for Leo. Temperance energy, Sagittarian energy, the energy of balance. Okay, so again, whatever you've been putting your efforts into, is it bringing you back balance? Is it bringing you back positivity? What is it bringing you back? Here we have the Wheel of Fortune again. So basically, things that are supposed to be in your life for whatever reason may prove that, may require you to look at them through a different lens, okay? How to balance an energy out. I feel like you guys need to like just own up to something and be open to somebody. And if it's not to somebody, then it's to yourself. but it feels like it's another person. They were brought into your life for a reason, Leo. You can't shut it out. I mean, you can, but if it's on your mind, weighing on your mind and your heart, then bring it back. Show me judgment here for Leo. 3 of Cups. So, hopes, fears, you have judgment here. 3 of Cups in reverse with the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, the judgment may be that you cannot create a friendship or salvage a friendship with the person. You may have to leave it. But either way, there's something here to clear up. And I can't tell you what that is just because this is for thousands of people or hundreds of people. I don't know how many people watch my videos. It's not that many actually anymore. But with this energy, it may be the decision to move away from something and cut it out, which I feel is really important for you, but it's the way that you do it. It's the way that you go about it, because it creates some sort of level of healing here that I think needs to happen. There is cause and effect, okay? In the spiritual realm, in the karmic realm, it's all intertwined. There is cause and effect. And be mindful of how you do things, Leo. Be mindful of how you leave things. Be mindful of how you hold on to things. You know, here we need to let go of energy so that things can progress in a positive way. But it's like you want to, but you're stuck, or somebody's stuck here. And the best thing to do is probably to just walk away from this. But finesse it, communicate, do something with it that hasn't been done before. Show me the Ace of Swords. So you have the Page of Swords with the 4 of Wands here. If you're in a situation due to children, there may be an aspect here where you have to really communicate your needs, your requirements, and what you require from a situation, from a partner, you know, regarding a child. It's almost, I don't want to see it as like black and white, you're getting a divorce, blah, blah, blah. Like, that is not what I'm seeing. It's just like coming to a new understanding of how things move forward at this point. And it's not a time to dig your heels in, Leo. It's a time to be more malleable, more effective in the way that you operate here, okay? New direction, new road, new communication. Find a different way, a happier way to communicate with the people that you're dealing with. God, this reading is so kind of heavy. What's at the bottom of the deck? The 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles is often about lack of frustration, lack of money. You know, it can also be lack of companionship, lack of a partner being present in your life, you know. They may be right next to you, but they feel like they're in the next county, like that kind of thing. So if you're holding on to grudges with a person, it feels like things need to be moved into a different way. There needs to be communication overall here, and things need to change. If you need to cut somebody out of your life, then it's time to do that. It's time to take care of you and the ones that are closest to you. Okay, let me get a little bit of advice here for you guys. Show me for Leo. Show me advice for Leo. Okay, so you have the House. I am your family and your base, your ground and your home. I give you stability and comfort. I am your living arrangement and environment. I am what surrounds you and your estate. The cards around me will give you signs on my present state or what the future will dictate. A sanctuary is to be found in the house, showing us family and home, the sanctuary that offers us shelter from the world. You can pause this and go on if you like. I will put that there as well if you want to look at that, okay? I'm not going to read that, though. Again, I feel like this is dealing with family, with home situations. You have the 4 of Wands presented twice. You know, get in balance with your feelings here, Leo. Be available to communicate with others. Please be careful about holding grudges. Just because it does not work in your favor, it works against you and leads to more lack. It leads to being very blocked off and closed. So, okay. Show me for Leo. Rumination, replaying the past. Do not fucking hold on to grudges. Do not be like that, okay? Allow things to change and move. Here we have fear of the unknown, embrace uncertainty. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this was sense making in some possible way. It was all over the fucking place for me, but I hope it's helpful for you, and I hope you're able to glean some sort of information from it. And yeah, if this was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to donate, there's a link in my description box. And at this time, I am not taking personal readings. Just dealing with my shoulder stuff. It's too painful to do readings. That's why I'm choosing the style of the Celtic cross, so I can just put it here, just because all of the excessive shuffling is kind of a torture within itself. So I don't want to do that. So anyways, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye, Leo.